my life in Washington, D.C.
You see me? 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Kavanaugh came to drink them all. Hey, tis, him drink like a fish. Tis, him drink like a fish. We say 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Kavanaugh came to drink them all. Yes, tis, him drink like a fish. Hey, tis, him drink one more time. We have 99 bottles of red stripe. Kavanaugh say him come over tonight. Hey, tis, him drink like a fish. Tis, him drink like a fish. Thank you, Warrior Goddess.
Because there are so many people, including legislators, who are blowing off valid accusations of being accosted, being harassed, and being abused, and that hurts me to my soul, and it really makes me angry. I told my own story, which is minor by comparison, but it scared the shit out of me, and that was in the 1973 or 74 time frame, and I never really told anybody until the other night. And I certainly couldn't report anything because I would have been fired. Right. And my husband had just gotten back from Vietnam. He was just finishing up college. We couldn't afford for me to lose my job because I was putting him through. So we were living on my salary. I could not afford to be fired, so I couldn't report. So nobody knew. After I left, I did find out years later that he had accosted another woman in the office, and he was charged and of course fired. But there are so many people that just blow women off. They just say, oh, it's a fraud, oh, she's lying, you know, and I'm not saying 100% of women are 100% truthful. I know better than that. But to just blow off people, I've known too many people who were abused. I had a real good friend in Colorado who was married to a prosecuting attorney in one of the square states. Had 2 little girls. She was physically abused. She couldn't do anything about it. She tried to get him to go to a marriage counselor. He wouldn't go. She went. The counselor finally said, he's not going to stop. And your daughters are getting old enough that he's going to start on them next. So the very next day, she packed a couple of suitcases. She made an excuse for him to go to the store. They had 2 cars. He took the car, so the pickup truck was left. As soon as he was out of the driveway, she threw the suitcases and her girls in the pickup truck and drove to Denver. Lived in the pickup truck with her 2 daughters. Got a job waiting tables temporarily, and then finally got a job at where I was working as a programmer. She was damn smart. She was a damn good programmer. She kept it a secret for probably at least half a year where she was at, because she couldn't let him know, because he would have came after her. He literally would have came after her. So, and that's just one example. There are too many. There's just too many, and there's too many that I know of. A couple of women I just found out recently. So this is really offensive to just blow these accusations off. It's hurtful. It's undemocratic. It's misogynistic, and it's evil. And I am so hurt and angry. It's really hard to deal right now.
Thank you. We believe you.
Thank you. Let's go for Pink one more time. Double V, capital V, that's not a lowercase v, that's a capital V, not a lowercase v, that's a capital V. Thank you, V. Thank you, V. Turn me up. I said capital V, capital V, capital V, capital V, capital V, capital V, capital V is not a lowercase v, that's a capital V, it's not a lowercase v, that's a capital V. Hip. Also, 3 hoorays for me for being here tonight. Hip. Can't forget about the capital U.